It's not even just a restaurant job or a place of employment, it's like a family here. Like I've made friends and friendships that I would have never made elsewhere, and it's like a family. It's a cool place.
What kind of food does Light House Bistro offer?
Good food. Fresh. Everything's fresh. We have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and brunch on the weekends. Our brunch is very popular. Annapolis is a very brunch kind of town. Fresh salads. We have everything from meat eaters, dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, so we source everybody. We can please everybody. Light House Bistro is about lots of really good things. We are a social enterprise, and the definition of a social enterprise is an entity that sells goods to support a nonprofit. So our profits in turn go back to the Lighthouse Homeless Prevention Center, which is down the road. It used to be housed here in 1989. A bunch of local churches started it. They saw a need in the community to help the homeless. And so this shelter was here until 2016. And they moved down the road, and they have a very large facility there for the homeless. And then it was recognized that homeless people don't just need a hand out, they need a foot up. They need to come out of that homeless situation and be able to be marketable to get jobs so that they can pay rent, pay gas, buy food for themselves, and live a normal life.
The whole thing is you can't get a job if you're homeless. You can't get a house if you can't get a job. And, we're trying to break that cycle.
They started the BEST program, which is a culinary training program, and marketing the graduates to restaurants because restaurant skills are marketable and employable. The vision came around to the bistro. We were training people to work in restaurants. Let's open up a restaurant. So through some major fundraising and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of donors that are noted on our walls, we opened up 2 years ago, February 26th.
Growing up throughout my life, I always liked waiting tables. It was funny, my parents both started out that way, and they always told me not to get into it because they knew the type of just kind of world it is and how there's drugs are prominent in it. And so when I got clean, I didn't want to work in restaurants anymore, so I started working for my dad. And then I had a friend here who no longer works here, but she said they were looking for a pickup server, and I thought, okay, I can get back into serving, which I love to do, but I can also not have to worry about drugs, alcohol, things like that going around because of the type of restaurant it is. So that's how I started here.
I was actually incarcerated for a drug-related offense. I do struggle with addiction. As of now, I've been clean since February 2nd, 2017. I was released directly from the jail to Light House Shelter, where I came down here with nothing but the clothes on my back, essentially. I spoke to Chef Beth Rocca, who's the general manager now, and she started me right away in the dish room. Started washing dishes and eventually bussing tables and then serving tables, and now I'm bartending, and now I'm the lead bartender. So just gradually moving on up.
We also offer wraparound services for people that need them for mental health issues or social rehab, alcohol and drug rehab, housing. We offer free bus passes, so for those that don't have cars, they can have transportation so they can get to their jobs. A very important thing, if you have a job, you have to show up. So to offer them a means to get to a job is an important connection, another link that was missing before.
They really do care here, much more so than many other places you could be employed. The Lighthouse is very understanding of you're trying to overcome personal goals. Sometimes you need a day off to make an appointment, or they're really good about working around all those type of things, which a lot of places are not. You're going to do what they want you to do, or you're going to find another job, which can be very challenging for someone trying to put all the pieces back together.
super busy, grabbing food, grabbing drinks, telling people our stories, telling them how the place works, because a lot of people actually come here not knowing anything about it. So you have a lot of shocked faces knowing that they're not only getting a good meal and spending money, but they're helping the community.
Even just this past weekend while I was hosting, a lady came in with her family and took me on the side and said, "Hey, do you know of any sober living houses in the area?" I said, "Oh, well, it's fortuitous that you asked me because I'm a sober living house manager." I gave her some phone numbers to find sober living for her daughter who's struggling. And even beyond that, all the work that they do to not only spread awareness, but help create employment for people who have found themselves maybe going down the wrong path or for whatever reason in need of a second chance.
This place allows the outsiders who might have a stigma against addiction understand that we're all normal people. We all come from the same probably background that they did, and it happens to anyone, and allows them to see that we're not horrible people, but we're just hard workers trying to do the same thing they're doing.
Planning the event, I wanted to do something that would bring something back to the community, and when I read about their story and their nonprofit and they help people out of homeless shelters and addiction, I just thought that was such a perfect corporate event. So we're spending our money somewhere to bring our sales team here for really very good meetings and a really great learning experience. I thought, why not give back to the community as well? So the more I read about it, the more I talked with Marie, the more passionate I felt that we could really do something with this.
It's wonderful that they are allowing, people in the community to better their lives, support their families. It's a great program. I'm really thrilled to be part of coming to this establishment.
I really enjoy the humans here that I work with and their stories and their ability to step up because they've been giving opportunities here.
For me personally, I've went back to school. I'm in college. I'm going to school for radiology tech, and I'm just trying my best to keep pushing forward and get past everything that I've been through.